The Forgotten Labyrinth, Unraveling Shadows of Memory. While many people might find forests unsettling in the dark, I've always discovered a uniquely tranquil quality in walking through them at night. It's just me, the gentle rustle of wind through the trees, the subtle movements of small animals among the leaves, and the comforting crunch of the forest floor beneath my boots. When life becomes overwhelming, I turn to these walks in the woods of my hometown to clear my head. Ah, peace and quiet, I muttered to myself as I embarked on the familiar hour-long journey I'd taken countless times before. The trek concluded at a beautiful lake from my childhood, a place filled with nostalgia for a past life I longed to revisit but would never forget. The moonlight illuminated my path, rendering my torch unnecessary for a while. The forest echoed its usual sounds, but an unexpected distant thunder grumble hinted at an approaching storm. "Oh no, please don't rain," I thought, though ill-prepared for a downpour. Determined to reach my destination, I pressed on, relying on my intimate knowledge of every tree and rock to guide me. As I reached the lake, basking in the moonlit reflections on the water, I immersed myself in the serenity. Lost in the moment, I temporarily forgot the earlier unsettling giggle. Reluctantly, I realized the hour grew late, and I needed to head back. However, my tranquility shattered by a woman, seemingly out of place in the late hour and strangely unclothed. Concerned for her well-being, I called out, but she only stared and smiled. With an ominous thunder rumble and clouds masking the moon, she vanished. All that remained was the echo of her eerie giggle, prompting a shiver down my spine. Something urged me to leave immediately. As I retraced my steps, each footfall was accompanied by an unshakable feeling of being watched. The forest, once familiar, now felt alien. A whisper commanded me to turn around, and there she stood, her unsettling features now accentuated. A river of black liquid streamed from her grin, and her words, "Don't forget," lingered in the air as she retreated into the shadows. Terrified, I hurriedly walked back, reaching a clearing where the path diverged. Panic set in as I struggled to recall the correct route. The laughter intensified, echoing from all directions. Choosing a direction, I encountered her again, transformed and malevolent. Her whispered reminder and the flowing black liquid left me paralyzed. Desperation guided me through the darkened forest. Amidst the deepening silence, I stumbled upon words carved into a tree. "Don't look at it. Don't listen to it." My torch flickered ominously, and heavy breathing signaled an approaching entity. As it revealed itself, a grotesque, towering figure, I felt compelled to look, to listen. In complete darkness, it drew near, the stench of decay overwhelming. Tears streamed down my face as a cold hand brushed my cheek, bidding farewell. And then silence engulfed me, leaving me alone with fragmented memories and unanswered questions, lost in an unfamiliar place without a name or purpose. My senses were disoriented, my memory shattered. The name I once knew, the purpose of my presence in this mysterious place, all gone. I stood there, a vessel of confusion, grappling with questions that seemed to elude any coherent answer. The forest around me was eerily silent, devoid of the usual sounds of life. I strained to remember the path I had taken, but it felt like trying to grasp at fleeting shadows. The oppressive darkness enveloped me, and I fumbled forward, guided solely by instinct. As I stumbled through the unseen terrain, a chilling breeze whispered through the trees. The air carried whispers that seemed to echo with fragments of forgotten truths. Yet every attempt to seize these fragments only left me grasping at elusive whispers, slipping through my mental fingers like mist. The landscape morphed into an indistinct labyrinth, and time became an elusive concept. How long had I wandered in this desolate realm, haunted by the echoes of that ghastly encounter in the forest? I couldn't tell. Suddenly, a dim glow pierced the darkness. Hope flickered within me as I moved toward the faint illumination. A clearing emerged, revealing a peculiar sight. A tree adorned with strange markings, reminiscent of ancient symbols. My eyes fixated on the cryptic inscription, "The forgotten shall find no escape." A profound sense of dread settled upon me. Each word seemed to resonate with an ominous truth, a revelation about my predicament. I felt an urge to turn away, to reject the unsettling message, but an unseen force compelled me to linger, absorbing the cryptic warning. The glow intensified, casting eerie shadows around the clearing. It unveiled a surreal tableau, an ethereal mist coiling and undulating, as if concealing secrets within its nebulous tendrils. Whispers grew louder, forming fragmented sentences that hinted at the origin of the enigmatic force that held me captive. In that surreal moment, memories started to surface like specters from the abyss. A fleeting glimpse of a life before the forest, a name almost within reach, and a purpose that eluded my conscious understanding, all danced at the periphery of my awareness. Yet, as quickly as they emerged, these fragments dissipated, leaving me in a void of uncertainty. The mist swirled, and the shadows intensified, unveiling a spectral figure, a silhouette that seemed both familiar and alien, draped in the shroud of forgotten recollections. A voice resonated through the clearing, neither external nor internal, but a merging of the two, a voice that whispered of ancient pacts and unspoken bargains. It beckoned me to confront the unrevealed, to traverse the boundary between remembrance and oblivion. With trepidation, I stepped into the mist, unsure of what awaited beyond. The whispers guided me, promising answers and revelations that lay veiled in the recesses of my fractured memory. As I ventured forth, the mist enveloped me, obscuring the boundary between the known and the unknown. The forest, the forgotten mornings, the spectral figure, all merged into a surreal tapestry that awaited unraveling. I plunged deeper, driven by an insatiable thirst for understanding, navigating the interplay between the forgotten and the yet-to-be-remembered.